guys, how's it going? What are we going to look at today? We're going to look at Cubano style espresso brown ale. This one is from Cigar City, weighs in at 5.5%, and it was a 4-pack. English style brown ale is brewed with a heaping of Cubano style espresso beans from Tampa Buddy Brew Coffee. I'm a big fan of brown ale. Having said that, one of my personal favorites is Moose Drool, and I have not had that for years. I want to say a big thank you, even put Ebomi on it. Got this from the Crazy Scotsman for his show, Foreign and Domestic. Let's properly test this glass. The Crazy Scotsman. It's a damn shame that I should have picked something that was in a bottle, so we could have used the he's the one that had the Snowflake Melter bottle opener made for me. So there you go. Now this smells more like coffee than it does beer. Serious, it smells freaking awesome. Should have had one earlier. Cheers. I tell you, Cigar City does a really good job staying consistent on their beers. Definitely has that brown ale characteristic to it, but coming on strong. It's kind of a creamy, nutty flavor. And then, like fresh coffee beans, like they, if you have a grinder, a burr mill grinder like I have, and you get that fresh ground coffee, that's the flavors that are kind of a little bit in the beginning, a little bit more of that creamy nuttiness in the middle. I got this shirt from, let's see, wait, it's because everything's different backwards when you're, yeah, that's the, we won't pull that gun out. It'll just disappoint Mr. Holster. Okay. So. I got the shirt from the Crazy Scotsman. I got another mystery box from the gentleman from Georgia. A few of you have been asking me about this. Christ, I hope someone's actually. I mean, this could be radioactive water in these, and someone's trying to kill me. But they're really good, so if you're gonna go big. Flat rate shipping box. I think the guy's name is Jeff. He's out of Georgia, and six big bags of the boiled peanuts showed up the other day. Right now, this would be bag number 4. I know, like Jeremy, pre-done deaf. I sent him the link on Amazon to get the ones that Jim and Jolson originally sent me. And I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. I can't even believe I'm going to say this. Jolson got me into the damn boiled peanuts, and Jim kept it going, and now the mystery sender, whoever you are, thank you. These are regular. They're just basically whatever the brine is made out of. The main thing is peanuts, water, and salt. So there's no real extra flavoring involved in those ones. I know watching a YouTube video on, I believe it was the Peanut Dude, who I think is also in Georgia, maybe, not quite sure. He he does the same thing, but he also offers like a Louisiana, a little bit more zest, and I've been thinking about trying to find that guy. I believe you can find him on Facebook. But I tell you, one of the things, and I know everything's a consideration, Christine says that the peanuts smell like dirty socks. I personally disagree with that. It smells like boiled peanuts. I went and bought a big bag of salted peanuts because I had run out of these, and it was a couple days before these ones arrived. And I'm sitting at my desk. I have toweling on the desk, so as I open them, I'm making sure I'm catching all of the the shells blow apart and the husks of the peanut come off. In the matter of having a few handfuls of salted dried peanuts, I look like I was at a Texas Roadhouse where at one point in time they encouraged you to just throw all the shells on the floor. There's no mess. The only thing that might happen is every now and then you go to squeeze one to get it to open, and it might be filled with the brine, and it might squirt a little on your face. But I really like these, even though they're not, they don't have any kind of occasion or New Orleans kind of zest to them. They're awesome. I mean, again, I don't know who's sending them. This is the third box of these, and I told you the story of the first time. I mean, talk about easy. We've had these conversations talking on Locked and Loaded, and you might get in that conspiracy theory thing, like, they're gonna find my dead body in the house with thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds of cop-killing ammunition and piercing 50 BMG rounds and explosives and an arsenal's worth of firearms and swastikas painting on the wall. No. Someone's just gonna send me a fucking box of boiled poisoned peanuts and I'll be gone. No elaborate scheme to come in the house and fill it full of ammo and swastikas. No, someone's just gonna send me some fucking boiled poisoned peanuts, and I'll eat them. God damn it. So yeah, that was some true story shit you can't make up. Jim says, I'm gonna send you some boiled peanuts. You're really gonna like these. Okay, so some fucking boiled peanuts show up. 4 of those bags. I'd eaten 2 of them. Texted Jim, said the boiled peanuts are really good. Texted me back, he goes, well, yeah, who sent you those? I'm like, didn't you? He goes, according to tracking, yours should be there tomorrow. Go. Okay. So, yeah, the shirt, boiled peanuts. It's Locked and Loaded last night was a frickin' blast. Broke into the bottle, 1.75 liter bottle of 1800 silver tequila, and the show hadn't even begun, and I look over and Chris is going straight from the bottle. Seriously, if you did not hear last night's show, you might want to check it out in podcast. When she doesn't have to worry about her I heart status, the fucking gloves come off. It was fun. Thanks everybody that was in the chat room. You guys make the shit fucking possible. Ben N was first. Aunt Keck saying first, but not being first. Ben N saying boom. Rich from Massachusetts 12. Meow. Or whatever the hell your secret. Put the water pipe down, Rich. Aunt Keck, rat farts. Aunt Keck, by 1 second, Ben N. Rob, Pop's Quest, creaminess in your mouth. Nice. Great Scotsman sub-comment. You just got Joey excited. Shut the fuck up, Joey. Rob, sometime, man, it'd be fun to get together. We can talk about wood and how to polish it. Mr. Holster, 4th. Mr. Holster, appropriate. Crazy Scotsman, 7th, fuckers. Crazy Scotsman, whiskey. Smile money saying here. I tell you what, it's Saturday, so there's not like anything going on. I have my choice of either the 100 proof that Paul sent me from Cleveland, which is definitely tasty, definitely smooth, definitely refined. 100 proof comes with a kicker, but it's definitely smoother than this. This though, Mike, if you're just looking to get your nipples in a twist and get shit faced, I'm pretty sure that will get you there faster than anything. Crazy Scotsman, thank you so much for the foreign and domestic glass. I really appreciate it. Whoops. I kind of started drinking before my mouth got to the glass got to my mouth. Okay. So, anybody but me and Joey, go check out the video from BattleBox prior to getting your or should I say at least before I do a video. I always look because BattleBox for me has never been about the surprise. There's so much shit in there. I actually try my best to either use it, but if it's sealed stuff, you know, like food products, fire starter stuff, that kind of shit, I'm building packs. I mean, I realize that the rate in which I'm going, Smile Money's going to say this anyway, so I'll just beat him to it. When I die, my daughters, whoever, we'll just have a whole bunch of brand new stuff. Hopefully someday someone uses it. I'd like it to be me, but, you know, I guess that's not very positive or optimistic. But, so this box, this month, I can honestly say I'm not real excited about it. It's, there is things you can use. There is definitely things that'll go into my storage. One of the things is a takedown bow. I actually kind of like that. Just because that's like the perfect thing to put into the probably into the camping one or the survival one, probably the survival one, because you're able to get an entire bow into a fairly small space. And, I mean, Salty Shellback has already asked me if he can have it because his neighbor has cats. But yeah, the knife this month is another one from Bastion. Now, Bastion is the company that made the knife for Eric, Iraq veteran, 888. and I thought that was a really cool knife. Now, between me, you, and the social world, the products that I've seen from Bastion, for the most part, just don't seem to strike me as knives that I would, you know, pay, you know, more than 60 or 70 bucks for them. You know, they're really nice, but again, I've seen knives that I wouldn't give you any money for, and I was looking at it going, they want $395 for that knife. But, you know, you use some exotic shit like titanium and crap like that, and all of a sudden, so, but, yeah, the knife of the month is from Bastion. It's, I mean, I won't lie, it's kind of a cool looking folder. Evidently it has, Damascus, and I don't know the process for which, I have to read up on it a little bit more, but yeah, there's quite a few things in this coming up battle box that I would say would be great if you're building camping stuff or survival stuff, especially that bow. To be able to collapse it all down and put a bow into a fairly the bow and the arrows into a fairly small space, and then have it to for food gathering. You know, maybe not you know. I'm not Daryl, so I'm not going to be killing zombies or anything with it. Daryl dies, we riot. No new updates from Stalker Steve or my FFL. Bill called everybody he could, and you know, I don't know, Steve. Steve is kind of leading to some shadiness on the behalf of the post office. Very well could be. I mean, I am here to tell you guys as a group, though, my FFL, when he sent that stuff out, that's right, I got to check on the Mosin yet. When he sent that stuff out, Jeremy's FFL had to sign for it. All sent from my FFL, doing the same thing that he always does. So if they're saying no signature was required, yet normally, whatever. I mean, Bill just assumed that it was signature required. Now, if there's paper proof of that, I don't know. But I know no signature was received. So it kind of fucking opens the door for both the post office and the FFL. The FFL hasn't returned any of Steve's calls, but did send him an envelope with the key to the case in it, because Steve, I sent the keys with Steve. I didn't lock it. You know, I couldn't lock it. I could not lock it because I leave the stuff with Bill. Bill opens it all up, verifies the serial numbers off of it all up, seals everything up, tapes it all up, gets the final packaging done, and off they go. I literally have brought him, here's the gun, here's the box the gun goes in, here's the box that the gun is in goes in. And in Steve's case, it was the rifle going into the hard case going into the box, and the box being stolen by the post office. Or I want to know what the fuck is next, because if this fucking thing doesn't show up soon, obviously we need to start over. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I personally, if nobody else will, where it should be, and that would be the post office or the gun shop down there, I'm just gonna have to figure out a way to, I don't know, sell something, or get on the, I'll start going with Steve down to the plasma center and start donating plasma till I can afford to get the parts to make this right. I know Steve is telling me that it's not on me, but this fucking pisses me off, and as far as I'm concerned, it's on me, because it was my job to build a nice rifle for Steve and get it to him. Now, if I could definitively find out who the fuck stole it, oh, I'd fuck you up so fucking badly, you fucking little cunt. Build your own goddamn super ass awesome retro rifle. Mr. Holster, minute 48, the first of many small sips to come. Crazy Scotsman. Brew babe, hell yeah, straight 10 cowbell. Little cowbell, because I'm not gonna go fucking jihad on that thing. Never talked about this last night. But there's a video going around which is being presented as the actual video of the shooter at the mosque in New Zealand there, where he killed 49 Muslims. And I hate to sound heartless, but, you know, it's a good start. You want to come at me for that? That's fine. I'll take it. But it seems like us Americans fucking forget so easily about 9/11. I'm not. I won't. I see what's happening. Fucking Obama is dumping these fuckers here in Minnesota, and we're turning into a goddamn shithole. We got the fucking cunt that the dumb fucks in Minnesota, Umar, elected, and she can't keep her pie hole shut about fucking being racist. So if she wants to be racist and the Democrats are okay with it, then I guess I can be, because I want you the fuck out of my state. Take all of you, all your goddamn Somali motherfucking shit in a fucking hole. Come here, give us no-go zones and tell us how we can fucking live. Oh, you can't go to that store because they sell bacon, so people are accommodating them? Fuck you. Fuck you. So, do I agree with the, Jim actually gave me the link to the manifesto, and it had already been taken down by this morning. He hopefully downloaded it because I would like to read it in its entirety. And by no means am I ever going to say that I agree with some fucking nut job. But, people, they're the fucking enemy, and we're giving them our country. Within 20 years, you're going to give them the presidency. It's going to be fucking no-go zones all over the place. So if you want to disagree with me and you can't have a civil conversation, then so be it. I'm okay with it because I'm not changing my ways. Fuck you. 49 was a good start. Gillian, 426. Cheers, Eric. Cheers, Mike, my friend. Hang on. We gotta get one of them power sips in for Mr. Holster. Wow, Mr. Holster. As far as let's make sure we get all of that out of there. El Tenda Fabrizio, my brother. My brother from another mother. Another fucking... Here's someone. Did Fabrizio come over here to make us all become in the ways of the Italians? Whatever that is. I don't know. Drink some grappa, fall down. No. He came over here like the crazy Scotsman. Came over here like Jerry. And are proud to be fucking Americans. Those three guys are more American than most of the fucking people that I meet right here in this shithole called Minnesota. If you personally hear my voice and are responsible for voting for Omar, then I am so sorry that eventually this will be a complete fucking shithole. We just knock all the buildings down, we can live in some fucking huts. Woo! Should have had some alcohol before this started, because I really would have been snappy then. Clyde, double bock, good. Clyde again, that drain water is right on the mark tonight. Well, yeah, I could have it going in another direction, but then again, I was forced to do something that I completely disagree with, because if the thing runs at all when it's cold, it ices up, and then I come home and find, excuse me, a $280 pump just running against an ice block. And then the rest of the time, unless I want to put like 30 feet of hose on it, it just dumps into my front yard and turns it into a goddamn aqueduct. So I take care of my property. But yeah, the drain tile system in this house works very well. As a matter of fact, you guys heard the thing run, I don't know what, let's just exaggerate and say a minute. Every minute it went off. My poor neighbor lost his furnace. Let's see, the wife left, the dog left, the kids believed the wife's bullshit lies and manipulations. I sold him a blazer, even though I told him not to buy it, and I lost $2,500 in the deal to be a nice guy. And the thing has had one thing after another. It's broken down. His furnace is broken down. And hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
In Duluth right now, it's 34.
So most of us are still using those. I think he's using his oven. I went over and took a look. Long story short, I rewired the thing a couple of months ago just to get a heartbeat back, and another wire has rotted out, the igniter wire. It literally looks like a spark plug wire. Has the same boot as a coil or an older style distributor has, and it goes down to the igniter. And this doesn't have a computer board in it. It's an old Lux furnace. And long story short, there must have been a small crack in that wire. It's probably big voltage to trigger that arc. Low amps, big voltage, burnt through the wire, grounded. There was like 5 inches of wire that had turned to dust, and I pulled it all away. There's a chance that if I was to like redo that wire, that I might be able to get it running again. But more than likely, because it shorted out, it probably took the modular out. It's just a big brick, the brain, it just... So yeah, things could always be worse. But while I was over there, Mike's like, well, it's probably, now that we're starting to get some melting, I should probably plug my sub pump in. I'm like, what do you mean you probably should? He plugged it in and it didn't even turn on. He is, from where I'm standing right now, his house is 15 feet away from me. And his pump goes off a couple times a year. Well, you guys already know. Mine goes off a couple times in 2 minutes. Of course, then again, there's a rumor from my old neighbor that my house was actually built on top of a natural spring. That would be cool to build it, actually have access to that. We have several of those in this area. You just go up, fill up the buckets and buckets of water, jugs of water if you're going camping or whatever, free of charge. Gunwild 1 Top 20 seems to be where I'm stuck. Mike Gillian 426, 6-prong brakes are the new in. Yes, he sent me a picture of one, a 6-prong brake, and I have to say, actually it looked pretty fucking sexy. But, 3-prong is still superior over everything. There is not a brake on the market that can possibly beat the lineage of the 3-prong. I'm sorry, there's just not. You can't do it. You can fucking blah 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 all you want, but the 3-prong, that's the fucking way to go. Having said that, I just wanted to say, me and Steve, when we went shooting, yeah, I'll have a video up on Sunday on that, by the way. Just a little dead-on shooting range action, smile money. But Steve wanted, Steve, what the hell's moving? Steve wanted to practice on trigger skills, so I brought the Neos that Jim gave me, the .22 caliber pistol, and this Bushnell TRS 25 was on it, and he's just like, I'd really like to work on sights and not a dot. And I'm like, no, that's fine. To be totally honest, it's a 22. Not saying that a red dot on a 22 wouldn't be cool, but it's like small when you stick it on a rifle, but it's kind of big when you stick it on a pistol. Even though the Neos is not a small pistol, it's a pretty sizey pistol. But I agreed with Steve. I'm like, I'd rather just open sights. I think that would be a lot more fun. So I took it off and I put it on the SKS. Took the flip-ups off. To be honest, I don't know when last time Johnny Watson, you were actually with me one of the last times that this was shot. I mean, I had it out so that Greg's grandson could shoot it and that kind of stuff because it's such a light shooting yet big caliber. And I had it's a gas block height flip-up on the front, and I don't necessarily know if mathematically that's what works out here. So I just took those off, which gives me I don't even remember what was on here. I think the only thing I have in the collection is two mismatched fronts. One's for a gas block and one is not. Other than that, I have no extra flip-ups. But I put this on here. And when I got the Bushnells for the youth giveaway, one came with a riser for an AR, and one came just like this with no riser, intended for, I'm assuming, a pistol or whatever. But because the SKS, instead of it sitting flush here, I gain 5/8 of an inch with the rail, and because it steps down to the stock, I gain even more. And if I wanted to, I can actually take the pad on this and move it down and still gain, you know, if it feels like it's sitting too high. But bottom line is, when you shoot this like you're gonna shoot through sights, actually a set of sights were not co-witnessing well. A set of sights were actually just a little bit higher than this guy. But you got to keep in mind that the sights would have been on a Picatinny rail on an AR kind of heights, so it kind of set them up. But if you hold this like you're really going to shoot it, I mean, I'm not mashing my face. Actually, if I mash my face down, the dot disappears. So if I hold this like you would normally shoot it, I'm looking straight through the TRS. And I figured that was a nice home for this guy. So I put that on here, and you know, probably going to get out and put a few more rounds through this. Smile money, I'm actually glad things worked out the way that they did. I really have no desire to get rid of this anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong. Right now, Smile money, if you called and said, I'll trade you the Ruger Precision chambered in 338 Lapua for an even trade on your SKS, I hope you enjoy your SKS. Other than that, you know, it's like this. I did this, so I'm proud of this. I like this. Which Smile money automatically makes it worth a whole lot more money. Okay, moving on. So this isn't 2 hours long. Smile money, talk behind Eric's back in the sub comments. He'll never know because he has no time to read them. Jack, you're not funny. Salty Shellback, hey Google, do Asians really eat cats? Hey Google, do Asians really eat cats?
According to Wikipedia, in Guangdong and Guangxi provinces in southeastern China, some, especially older, people consider cat flesh a good warming food during winter months. It is estimated that in southern China's Guangdong province people eat 10,000 cats per day. To read more, look for the link in your Google Home app.
10,000 cats per day. Huh.
On the website animals-abuse.org, they say, each day 10,000 humans are born in the U.S. and each day 70,000 puppies and kittens are born. That represents 1 human to 15 dogs, 45 cats.
That's really interesting. Hey Google, how do you say go fuck yourself in Russian?
In Russian, you would say,
Иди трахни себя.
Huh. We'll do that.
okay.
Okay. Moving on. Love you. Hey Google, I love you.
Aw, thanks. Anything I can help you with?
I could use a blowjob.
My apologies. I don't understand.
You need lips.
According to Wikipedia, lips are a visible body part at the mouth of humans and many animals. Lips are soft, movable, and serve as the opening for food intake and in the articulation of sound and speech. Human lips are a tactile sensory organ and can be an erogenous zone when used in kissing and other acts of intimacy.
Yeah, I got an idea for you. Smart money. A half-hour show. Next time, just phone it in. Short brew reviews do not allow for enhancing of the flavors as the beer warms. I do not think you mentioned the required 6 descriptive ingredients. Shut up, Sideshow. I'll give you credit this time. You actually emptied the can into the glass. J-Dog, here from work. Matt Davis, guys, it's about beer. Amen. Jolson, top 69, bitches. Jolson was gonna fly up here, spend a little time, and we were gonna go shoot his Snowflake Melter. He, unfortunately, has a sick house, which means he's probably not spending quality time with Mr. Holster either. Which, if you're sick, please do not fucking go near Mr. Holster. Because I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to keep saying this just because I personally think that a whole bunch of people would not be no longer with us if our medical industry allowed them to properly get better before financially forcing us to go back to work and be around people with disease, and then thus eliminating the people that I really like. So yeah, Jolson, you cannot go anywhere near Mr. Holster. But as soon as you get up here, obviously I got a pile of stuff. I got a router for you, a wireless router for you, and a firearm. And you know, better take care of that, because as far as I'm concerned, the state of Minnesota and all their bullshit that they're trying to pass, they can go fuck themselves, because I got a transfer for you. Now, let's not forget about this. I mean, I just want everybody to hurry up and buy tickets so that somebody can pick me, because this is fucking badass. And I tell you what, I've kind of had a debate about looking around. This is one of 4 AK-47s. And it's got that brake on here. I mean, it doesn't look all that bad. But when you look at this particular rifle, it actually seems somewhat conservative. Now, that's not the brake that was on this rifle before it was given to us so that we could raise money for Mr. Holster. It actually had one on there that allowed you to put a suppressor on it, because the person that used to own this does things legally. Now, I was thinking that rifle would probably look even more badass if it had that brake on it. Because of course this brake is on my red beauty, and it is read into it what you want, But this is actually, this is from Krebs Custom. So, Eltenda, if you make it to this review, this particular brake is a 4-prong for our 4-prong group. Did you hear that? But when the shield is off of it, that is designed to take a suppressor. I guess. I mean, that's what I've been told. Like, if I would know, you know. So I respect authority. But this would probably look pretty badass on there. But I actually really like it. It's a 4-prong. I mean, I also have the Tapco 4-prong, which right now is on the Blonde. The Blondie has it. She's styling it. But I actually can believe I'm about to say this. If right now I didn't own this, and unfortunately I don't own this, but let's just say Smile Money owned both of these, and he goes, you know what, I have no desire to have 2 anymore, so you can have one of them. Which one do you want? I want this one. As badass as that is, it's fucking cool as hell. You guys that know me, I definitely have always been an AR guy because of the tactical edginess about them. But there is something about this fucking rifle, the way it shoots, the trigger that's in this is also an ALG, just like that one. It's not quite as touchy as that one. This one's like 2 1/4 pounds, where that one's 1 1/3. But I've got the Krebs peep sight. That's a big game changer for as your eyes get older. It also has the Krebs safety, so it allows you to lock it on or open. And it has the blood red furniture, the Hogue grip. This is just as awesome as that is. The one thing I wouldn't mind though is looks like it'd be kind of a pain in the ass because it's a rivet. But I really love the oversized paddle for the mag release on the Sentry arms. But this is still, as far as I'm concerned, this one still trumps that one. Guns, guns, guns. They're everywhere. Things could be worse. Smile Money. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get this shit show over. Multi-gunman. Chuck is responsible for the missing rifle. He told me, exchange the rifle for a case of beer. He's like a ninja. Yeah, Chuck did not work for USPS. Chuck worked for UPS. And no matter how much shit I want to levy towards Chuck, I can guarantee you one thing. I personally believe that Chuck is the kind of person that you want on your side. I know it pains me to fucking say this, but Chuck would be Chuck's a very loyal person. If he's your friend, he has your back forever. Now, if he's not your friend, you're fucking on your own. Johnny 3 Prongs. Did someone say ball busting? A warm and fuzzy feeling just washed over me. Cheers, 3 Prong. 3 Prongers. Shark ZF6. My friend from a warmer part of the United States. Hey, did I offend you? No. No. Fuck, you offend me? Let's continue reading. Did I offend you about the EOTech condom? No. No, I was just pointing out that when I did a video, some people were like, well, one guy in particular was really busting my balls because I had the cover on a $3,200 scope. And yes, I have had, and I think I might even told you guys, a really weird, but still made me feel good when I woke up, weird dream about a futuristic future where it's some kind of an epidemic. It's not really zombies, but you know, basically we've lost all government. There's, you know, the gun and the knife is the final law. You know, that kind of shit. And it was like me, Jim, and Christine. And Christine needs thyroid meds. Personally, I'm starting to wonder if they diagnosed her right or not, but fuck you, the medical industry. Her doctor says, sorry, I don't mean to digress, but I'm going to. Her doctor says, I want you to use this medication because it's taking the swelling and it's doing better than the medication that the insurance company is recommending. So it went from like a $20 copay per month to a $385 copay, even though the doctor is saying, this is the one I want her on. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. In a world where a fucking insurance company overrules a doctor, that's when the healthcare industry is fucked up. Sorry. You seem to get a little irritated when When I was active, we used to put actual condoms on some of our gear for underwater adventures. Was just using that as a reference. Sorry. You know, you don't need to apologize. No, I wasn't offended at all. I just kind of went on to someone that's a troll. Someone who is a fucking obvious troll. You, I have not had a pleasure, Sharky, to shake your hand and meet you, but I can tell from the videos the quality of the person that you are. And you, I can absolutely guarantee you, I would fucking roll the dice on everything that I know of the quality of your person. If the world turned upside down and we needed to get some shit done, you're the kind of person that gets shit done. Sharky, no, you did not irritate me at all. I consider you a good friend. You're one of a group of some of the oldest friends that I have had being on YouTube, and I appreciate it. Someday, I look forward to the point of shaking your hand, going out and doing a little shooting. I would love to be able for me and Christine to ride our bikes, which we don't have yet, ride our bikes out to visit you. Go for a long bike ride. Take the bikes to somewhere and go shooting. Then have you pick out a nice restaurant and then drink a bunch of fucking craft beers and yell Yahoo and shoot into the air with condoms covering our EOTechs. I love you, my friend. No, don't worry. There was no irritant caused by you. It was just like squirrel, and it led into another direction. Steven, hops and lead. Botches, blondes, and pilsners. Just do it for me. I'll do whatever you want. Steven, do you not have a tempered glass watch screen protector? A 3-pack on eBay is like $5. No, I didn't even know they existed. Sorry, I'm Invicta, Steve. No, I don't have a tempered glass screen protector. I got the Best Buy Geek Squad shit. So like when it gets fucked up, I just go get a new watch. Send me the link to those screen protectors. Actually, Steve, I almost hate to admit this because I get ripped on for everything I say usually. There is a screen protector on the watch right now. It's the one that was on it when I bought it. The fucking thing is still going. Send me the link. Smile Money. I know there are people there are people referred to as ladyboys in Thailand. Is lady friend the United States term for Matt's sexual interest? Yeah, I think it's like somewhere in a non-level of commitment, as long as you know what I'm saying. Smile money. Not so fast, Eric. You and your gun store are still people of interest for law enforcement. Can you explain why it took so long for the gun to actually get into the mail? Well, they don't know they know when it was mailed. They don't know when I dropped it off. I believe you accused your gun store of taking your money and pay bills using some of a Ponzi scheme to eventually ship yours. Yes, but only you know that. How long have you been working with this gun dealer? These homemade ghost guns have a habit of disappearing. I don't know what you're talking about. Man Cave Matt, the imposter. The videos are short and rushed and lacking in sexual tension without me. Man Cave Matt. Fucking A. I cannot swing the prairie dog hunt this year, but I know a place that is loaded with rats that will work. Dude, you are just fortifying the position that I know who you really are. I'm almost actually willing to throw this out there. The person that is pretending to be Man Cave Matt. See, I wrote this shit down. God damn it. I wrote this shit down a long time ago. Somewhere around here. I wrote it down on something that I knew I wasn't going to throw away. I hope I didn't throw it away. Yeah, I wrote it down on something a long time ago, and you watched it happen. Ha-ha! I wonder if the person that is pretending to be Man Cave Matt is so bold on saying, if I name you, I'm not saying this is official, so there's no handshakes, you can go fuck yourself. I'm just throwing this out there as dialogue. If I'm right, you owe me something expensive. Like, you know, say a Ruger Precision chambered in .338. Now, that would be hard for me if I'm wrong. Not saying I am, but if I was to be wrong, it's happened before. After all, I did pick my first wife, but I got great children out of the deal. That no, she's a fucking nutcase. So if I'm right, throw an AR in or something, and if I'm or you have to build me one, and vice versa. But you know, we could talk about. We could make it more. Maybe make it more reasonable. Like say just like a $5 bet, not like something crazy. But I think I'm almost positive. I know who the real Man Cave Matt is. Man Cave Matt. I thought about tuning into speaker radio last night, but my MP3 player does not receive AM. I can only listen in the morning. What the fuck? Bearded CB. Okay, back. Had YouTube, Facebook, Instagram issues past couple of days. Nothing was working. I swear it's the leftists and the letters working against us. The alphabet. Beard CB, agree with Scotsman on Brew Babe whiskey if you haven't already. Man Cave Matt, I am about ready for a 6-pack challenge. I can not find 2 6-packs. They only have them in 12-packs, so I guess we're screwed. See, that's why I have it narrowed down. I have it narrowed down to like 2 people. Excuse me, I gotta get my hands on my nuts. Oh, my nice, moist nuts. I like having my nice, moist nuts in my mouth. Mm, 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 mm. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mario Mosen, you're such a fucking hooker. Oh, where'd that come from? I'm sorry. That just like blurted that out of nowhere. Okay. Man Cave Matt. My dad said we can't shoot at his place. I guess hanging steel on the neighbor's garage door was a best. Jack. Beard CB. Hopefully Steve gets the shit resolved. Knowing the way, if I were to walk across the street, I'd probably get a ticket for jaywalking. Yet somebody can steal a very expensive retro rifle. They'll probably get away with it. As you guys probably already know, the scope alone that was on that rifle is a tremendous loss. But, you know, like I said, when I shipped it, I didn't say to myself, gosh, what should I put in the box? What should I put in the case? I honestly felt at the time of shipping that the safer, more likely scenario was the box that I sent in the mail myself was more likely to be criminalized. Not a goddamn rifle going through an FFL to another FFL. Just saying. I felt the safest place for that expensive scope was to stay on the rifle. Beard CB, hopefully... Oh, sorry. Read that one. Beard CB. Beer. Beard CB. What a quick review. I don't even know how long it was. Smile Money says something about liking a quickie and then his butt plug slipped. Bearded CB. What? Too many comments? Bearded CB. What? Eric's pistol not working quite right just yet. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Get that figured out. Does sound fun as shit. I'm going to read Smile Money's sub-comment just so I can see. Well, the trigger worked, just an effect on the firearm. After Eric rebuilds his entire AR pistol, we learn the secrets of the Echo trigger. Laugh out loud. One way or the other, tomorrow, I'm hoping that I can at least grab a few mags and go out someplace where I can try something other than MagTech. Now, if it does work right, I'm not even sure I resolved the problem with the ammo, because I did what the boys at Dead On said to do. I polished the lugs on the sluttiest bolt carrier I have. The bolt carrier that came out of my slide fire. Don't worry though, we've got something else in there. Bearded CB, and it is a sweet AK, and can't wait to see how #BeLikeEd sling turns out. Me too. Bearded CB, yeah, I know I gotta make up for missed comments on the past couple of vids. No, you're good. Bearded CB, and no such thing as too many comments on this channel. Shut up, Smile Money. Bearded CB. Excuse me. And if you don't like it, you can hold my ad on the way down to the pharmacy. What? Bearded CB, I have my C and R, FFL, and requirements. For that, you have to have an adult sign upon receipt. That's exactly what my FFL told me, so I don't know what's going on. That's why I'm starting to lean towards the post office being responsible. Bearded CB, basement cowbell pop. That's a first. Laugh my fucking ass off. Fuck, that was funny as shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Bearded CB, also text me Jolson's address so I can get the ratchet shipped. Okay. Good footnote. I'm not sure I have Jolson's address. I'll check. Bearded CB, a lot of cowbell on this review. Wow. Shots. Bearded CB, comments on and on. Bearded CB and on. Bearded CB and on. Bearded CB and on forever. Bearded CB, like the song that doesn't end. Gunwild, you act like a retard really well. Or are you acting? Was he talking about Bearded CB? Gunwild, that's cowbell abuse. There are laws against cowbell abuse, you know. I know. I'm sorry. I'll never let that happen again. Stalker Steve, here for lunch. Where the fuck? And A, are you serious, you guys? Shut up, Smile Money. Joey Cuz, if I was going to rig a Snowflake Melter, I would have rigged it so I would have won. And even without buying an entry. That would have been amazing. Smile Money, mailing between FFLs are not required by the United States Postal Office to obtain a signature upon delivery. Second Amendment people thought that the dollar fee was an infringement of our rights. Oops. Pre-dawn death. For fuck's sakes, can I just get a lightning link? What the fuck is a lighting link? You get nothing and you're fucking gonna like it. Pre-dawn, a signature is required on a firearm, so post office fuck up. They just can't drop it off at a counter and leave. My FFL signed for the pistol. Smile Money. Eric, before you start estimating the cost of Steve's rifle for the sheriff, I recommend you hire an attorney. Show the sheriff your $20,000 Mosin. He might just give you the right to remain silent. 20,200. It's gone up. There's appreciation on it. Smile Money. Yeah. No. 20,000. 22,000. It has a hashtag Be Like Ed plaque on it now. Smile Money. So, what I'm hearing, 99% of the stuff you and Wade think about is immature. Yeah. Not going to argue with you at all about that. Smile Money. Did you try to offer Joey your Lucky Charms? I heard that this is how Blue Thunder gets him to do shit. Stuff. Sorry, I put that in there for you. Wade. Sorry. Clyde. Hashtag my nuts, my choice. Amen to that. That's exactly how it should be. Speaking of nuts, hold on 1 second. I cannot wait to get more of these in my mouth. Oh, yeah. Scotsman. Well, off the top of my head, that's appropriate for Hazman, Paul, Hazman 440, and for the Crazy Scotsman. Oh, my nuts, my choice are really good. Okay. Back to it. Really? Another new channel. Let me see how many subs he has. 0. Remember your first. That's all I'm going to fucking say to you. Uncle Touchy's Puzzle Palace. What is the best beer to get your lady friend drunk enough to put boondockers in her naughty bits? Well, no, she might resist that. Personally, if you're gonna get a girl drunk, even if she may not be a beer liker, so you gotta rule out IPAs, Imperial IPAs. You give if you find out she's a beer drinker, Dogfish Head 120, 18 to 21%. Just go with that. Otherwise, I recommend Avery Brewing's The Beast, or possibly, because Avery Brewing is a high octane level, but it's a dark beer. You could confuse her that maybe it was chocolate milk that had gone bad a little bit, but still drinkable. Otherwise, just look for any Imperial Stout with 10% or more. But if she's a beer drinker, go with Dogfish Head. But this is kind of difficult because you're gonna have to keep some on hand. I'm getting ready to do some reviews. Stephen Bush. I personally like the 366-day Dogfish Head 120s a little bit more than the the 200 or the 600 plus day stuff. Uncle Touchy's Puzzle Palace. That cack looks good enough to put in my fart box. Uncle Touchy's Puzzle Palace. Might just turn this into UTPP. The water flowing gets me horny. Where is that dirty boy? Where is that dirty boy that uses clips? Smile Money, 91 comments. 100 is the almost reached for the mini review. It was 97 when we started, by the way. Smile Money. So, you think I am pretending to be Man Cave Matt? I will wager Stephen Bush's gun collection that I am really not Smile Money. No, I'm not. No, your name is not on the flap of that box. That's still funny as shit. Smile Money, I can help you with that drain tile function test. Next time your forecast calls for a heavy rain, simply unplug your sump pump and leave it unplugged overnight. In the morning, if your basement is flooded, you know your system was great until you screwed with it. Smile Money, I used to unplug that because I didn't want you guys to be irritated by the noise of it running. And after forgetting about it a few times, see, this is not a natural thing to my house. This is a Duluth ordinance bullshit where basically they wanted to stop treating rainwater. I get it. But to force people to spend a buttload of money and alter the forever of their maintenance of their house, the original drain is still in my floor. So in the event that the pump were to fail, I would never fill the basement up. This is not the case in a lot of scenarios. As a matter of fact, one of my favorite houses that we flipped had almost 2 feet of standing water in the basement because the only system was the sub pump. Hazman 440. I thought I had a drain problem also. Drain tile problem also. When I got a $22,000 estimate, I decided the tile was fine. Amen, my brother. Amen. Yeah, mine for 22,000, I'd be like, yeah, it's fucking good. I'm good right where I am. Smile Money. Enough time for more comments, even at the risk of pissing off Christine. In this particular case, she's a non-factor. Smile Money with the last comment. Would someone send John a fucking Boondockers foamy thingy for his PBRs? Smile Money, I know you like to listen to me read your comments to make sure that I read them correctly. I hope I got that right. Now, we are about to go into the Two-Hearted Ale Club. And to be totally honest and forthright, I do have some Two-Hearted Ale. It's just not here. It's not there. It's actually up there, so it's not going to happen. Serious? Crazy Scotsman? This is an IKEA. IKEA glass. It says it was made in France. Standing in for a Two-Hearted Ale is another one of these. Before we move on to the Two-Hearted Ale Club, where am I going to put the Cubano style espresso brown ale? Well, I actually really like this. I'd like it if it had more alcohol than 5.5%, but I recommend that you give this a try. I'm going to give this a 9.5. 9, not a 9, 9.5. I put some of my salty nuts in my mouth, and then we're going to move on to the Two-Hearted Ale Club. My, trying to think. It could be based entirely on who had comments first, being notified that I'm reading comments. I'm gonna say Smile Money is the first person in the Two-Hearted Ale Club. Refresh. Yes! Smile Money. Hashtag Two-Hearted Ale Club should throw it over 100 comments. Booyah! Nice. Second comment. Mr. Holster. It is now 1354H in Minnesota, so yes, I can clearly say, drink early today, I see. It is now 1354. Oh, yeah, okay. I get it, military fucking shit. Smile Money. Next month we move from just over 100 comments to 100 comments with read more button. No, we don't. Smile Money. Wait! There are 2 gun stores in Steve's hometown, and Steve picks the one that goes out of business. Then he picks the wrong break. Hey, oh, fuck, that is not funny, yet that is sort of funny. Well, in Steve's non-defense, Steve picked this gun shop because it's only moments away from his house. The better, reliable gun shop is on the other side of town. So, Steve, remember when you told me that the gun shop said that they're not surprised because shit like this has happened before. What if they were wrong? What if you're right and it's the post office and the gun shop is getting a bad name because of a bullshit worker at the post office? Just saying. Gunwild, cheers, Two Hearted Ale Club. Gunwild. Jolson, we need more cowbell. Jolson, Two Hearted Ale Club needs more. Hashtag be like Ed. That can't hurt. I mean, I know it's a silly thing to actually think that you could change your disposition to understand and be the character that Ed was. That's weird. Or be an asshole. Jolson, you should be more like Ed. And with the last comment, 30 minutes ago, so there's been more than enough time, so I'm not going to feel bad that I didn't hit refresh, is J-Dog saying whiskey. J-Dog, let me think about that for a minute. If you want to come on down, and have a big glass of whiskey with me, I'm all for that. But right now, the whiskey I've already had and the 4 of these. Jack. I consider that good enough. Okay, guys, cheers. Hopefully, depending on how the weather's going to do, I would like to get the slide fire. I'd like to get the echo trigger. Oh, I could bring that too. I'd like to bring that would be a good side-by-side comparison. Personally, the Echo is faster and more reliable. Which means, you know, for that precision citizen killing, you would definitely lean more towards neither of them, you dumb fuck. That would be a good comparison of side by side, though. I almost wonder if that echo trigger is so fucking fast that it's too fast for the functionality of the gun. Okay. Hopefully I'll get a chance to get out and do a little shooting tomorrow, and then more than likely, unless he has his son, Matt will be here, and I found something that I want to take a look at that I know he's going to want to take a look at. So make sure you check out Christine's show. You're actually going to see this before her show goes live, and she's got a great topic tonight. What if you only have 24 hours? 24 hours to live. Not Smile Money, but 24 hours. Cheers, guys.